Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week our Torah portion has a fascinating human element that comes out buried in the midst of the portion. Our Torah portion talks all about the journey and the Israelites wandering forward. And then there's this piece where the people start complaining. Kvetching, if you will. And what is it they're complaining about? They want meat. They're tired of manna. They're tired of the same old food. They want the good stuff, the spices, the garlic, all the good stuff they had back in Egypt. And so what do? They whine and they complain. It's a very human reaction to whine and complain. But what we don't see the Israelites doing is solving the problem. Instead of solving it, they decide it's easier to just complain. Now, this is nothing new. We all do this in our own lives. We certainly all did it as children, and as adults we probably still do it a little bit, because frankly it's much easier to complain than it is to solve the problem. But what our text teaches us is that the solving of the problem really is much more important than the complaining, and that the complaining only gets us so far. But if we really want to get closer to the promised land, closer to that place of holiness, then we can't allow ourselves to just complain. We have to find a way to work towards solving our problems, to join together to fix the things around us that bother us, and to make our world a better place. So yes, our Israelite ancestors complained, and yes, the problem was resolved, but the lesson that we should hear today isn't that complaining solves everything. Rather, it is, we can't afford to complain. We have a responsibility, if we see things that need changing, to do just that. To take off our jackets, roll up our sleeves, and start working to change the things we want to change. I hope you'll join us this week. We have our congregational annual meeting, which will begin at 6 o'clock on Friday. We have a Shabbat dinner that will follow, and then Shabbat services will start give or take around 7:30. Saturday morning we have a bar mitzvah. We'll be celebrating the bar mitzvah of Alex Stugenki. And during the week, of course, the temple will be open as usual with all of our normal sorts of programs. For now, I wish you a Shabbat of no complaining. Imagine what that might sound like. A whole day of, instead of complaining, talking about how good things can be. And instead of whining about what we don't have, appreciating that which we do have. I think it offers us a fascinating possibility. And I hope your Shabbat will be filled with words of joy and words of appreciation and gratitude rather than complaining. Shabbat Shalom for now. Look forward to seeing you at the temple.